Hi, this is Deborah from the Labyrinth, and someone in the comments section made a comment about Christianity and Wicca. So I wanted to get into this subject a little bit and talk about my own personal experiences with Christianity and Wicca, the similarities. We're not going to discuss many of the differences. There are differences, but there are a lot of similarities, and this might be helpful for someone that is struggling with their spirituality and how to express it. My own personal view is that it does not matter what religion you pick, okay? Religion is an expression of your spirituality, not what you're connected to. It's a way of expressing it because it just is. It has many hats, expresses itself many ways. So in order for you to feel a little more comfortable between Christianity and Wicca, I'm going to talk about the Roman Catholic faith first, about the differences and the similarities that have to do with Wicca, and I'll talk about that. Now, with Christianity, we have the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? Yep, we got some saints. And we have some rules or guidelines that are ethical and moral, supposed to be. And then we have the teachings of Jesus rolled into that. If you go through Jesus, that's how you get to God, and you have life everlasting and all that kind of stuff. And if you sin, you go into hell and you're going to be punished forever. That's the short of it. And if you're good, you go to heaven. Okay? And there's no such thing as reincarnation. Well, if you read the King James 1 version of the Bible, there's a lot of contradictions in that religion itself, which you're going to find that because it's open to interpretation. What I suggest is that you look at the red letters, which is the words that Jesus wrote, which had nothing to do with a specific religion whatsoever. It was connecting to the Godhead or the source of creation. In Wicca, we have the source of creation also, and we also have the God and the goddess, which is the masculine and the feminine side of the Godhead or of the source of creation. So we call that the God and the goddess. Now, when I was going through my spiritual evolution, I personally was going to be a nun, and I was very heavily involved in the Roman Catholic faith. It was drilled into my head from a very young age, as well as generations before me. When I discovered Wicca, my mind immediately rolled back to those teachings of the Roman Catholic faith, of that this has to do with Satan, you're going to go to hell, and all this other kind of stuff. Well, in my mind, the way that I looked at it was that the creator of the universe, okay, the source of creation, created me also. And yes, I don't discount Jesus, even though I'm Wiccan. I don't discount the saints because those saints are the gods and the goddesses of the past. So if you look at the evolution of religion, you can see how that one evolves into another. So I think what people are struggling with is they're boxing themselves into a specific religion when you really shouldn't, okay? It's what you believe in your soul, your spirit, and how you relate to it and how you connect to it. If you look at it, treat others the way they want to be treated versus how they should be treated according to you, there's a big difference there. Try not to hurt anybody with your words or your deeds. Also, try to be the best person that you can be. And look at your religion as a guideline. Wicca really doesn't have a lot of guidelines as far as morals go, but the morals that I use basically have come from the Roman Catholic faith. You don't kill somebody, you try to do good. I mean, people are going to fail. We're human, we're all human. But for the most part, you try to do the right thing. And I think that crosses any religion whatsoever. As far as the psychism goes, there's a lot of references in the Bible about psychism and about people that were psychic. There's also some passages in the King James 1 version Bible about spiritual gifts. And this really helped me when I went through the Bible. If you look up Corinthians 1 chapter 12, it talks about spiritual gifts that the source of creation gives to people. And there's a list. One of it is discerning spirits, teaching, divination, mediumship. Those are all in the Bible. So try not to box yourself into, I have this ability and I don't know what it is and it must be from the devil. That's not necessarily so. This is something that was given to you as a human being to be able to help others as well as yourself, but mainly to help others because there really is no perk there. I find the biggest perk of being psychic and being a spiritual person is my connection to the source of creation. That's really it. You become one with that. You know that there's something more outside of you than just what's on the physical plane. You know that, you are going to go to a place of where you're going to have inner peace when this lifetime ends and you're going to reincarnate again. So it's not so bad just to die, okay? So I suggest that you research the King James 1 version of the Bible, that you also research different spiritualities through other places in the world, such as I read the Torah, that's a good one, and compare because they're basically all the same stories, but don't try to box yourself in and say, this is wrong, this is right. You have to look at what is your soul calling out for? What are you connecting with? Because the source of creation just is, it's it, okay? The religion is the expression of it. I do not suggest that you look at Wicca or witchcraft as negative. There are people that look at it that way. People in the Roman Catholic faith look at it that way. If you look at the evolution of religion, we have Zoarism, which is where they took the positive and the negative coin, which is, Jesus and Satan, or God and Satan. Before that, it was just an adversary, which we go back to the Torah. So if you look at religion as an evolution, you can see how they all blend in with one another. But basically, it means don't be an asshole. Do the right thing by yourself and others. Try to live your life as best as you can. And if you have abilities, don't discount them, because they came from the source of creation. And they should be used to help others and to help yourself. You don't go whipping the wand willy-nilly to hurt somebody or to make more money. You ask for an opportunity, but basically the big perk is being one with the source of creation. I would like you people to leave a comment down below of your experiences and what you're experiencing, because I went through a whole spiritual evolution with this and it's not easy. So if you write down your comments, I will go more in depth on this subject and how I arrived at the place I'm at to feel comfortable in my expression of my religion, of what it is now. I did not throw out Jesus. I did not throw out the word God. If I go to any church, any mosque, any temple, I can relate to what they're talking about. I don't feel threatened by it because I know they're expressing it in the way that they were taught. If I was born in, say, Israel, I'd be Jewish. If I was born in South America, I might be something else. So you have to look at religion is taught according to your heritage and the region and your family. It's not something that, you could choose as a child. It's thrust upon you. I don't think that's a bad thing either, because in my case, I already knew there was a connection that I had inside of me, and I never lost that connection. I could be any religion I choose, but I know what's behind it. The religion is just a curtain, and behind that is something else. And that's what I think you should focus on, and let spirit be your guide. Okay? Don't discount the religion that you've been raised in, but don't let it put you in a box and stifle you. It should be uplifting, and it should help you grow as a human being. It should not stifle you. It should not cause harm to yourself or to others. And you should be able to express yourself with any religion that you choose. So again, put down the comment of what you're going through, and I'll get into more detail, more specifics if you want me to. But I wanted to breach this subject because Halloween's coming up, and everyone's talking about Satan this and Satan that and Satan. Let me tell you one thing, people. Negativity cannot touch you unless you allow it. Let me say it again. Negativity cannot touch you unless you allow it. Even in the Roman Catholic Bible, it says you have to invite it in, don't you? Yeah, you do. We have free will. It's a marvelous thing, and it's very powerful. So don't go thinking, oh my God, if I use a Ouija board, I'm going to let Satan in my life, or a demon and all this other kind of crap. No. You could be sitting watching TV and think, hey, come on in, and something will come in. It doesn't matter what you use and what you do. It has to do with your own connection inside, because whatever you do inside is going to throw out there. So you have to be careful with your thoughts and your words. So let me know your experiences, and have a safe and happy Halloween. Enjoy yourself. Eat candy, go trick-or-treat and whatever, okay? Bob for apples, which is always fun. And give me a holler if you need to talk to me, 239-939-2769. I'm here at the House of Spirits on Fridays and Saturdays, and you can come and visit me here or get a reading, or you can give me a call and do a reading over the phone. Give a thumbs up, a thumbs down, and please check out all of the other social media platforms. And until next time, thank you.